Hey everyone, this is Seth here with KMI, and lately I've gotten a lot of questions about these little forges I've been making, and how to make your own forge, how I make my burners, and forging in general. So I thought I'd make a little video. So first I'm going to start with a disclaimer. I don't, I kind of fly by the seat of my pants when I'm making knives and stuff like that. Both of these were experiments that were successful, and I had a lot of fun with them. And the coolest thing about them is it really didn't cost me much to make it all. I had all the parts, everything I needed, just basically laying around my shop. So the Soup Can Forge works really good. It's just made out of 50/50 plaster of Paris and sand, and you can see it breaks down a little bit inside, you know. But it works really good for forging small objects, neck knives, things like that. Now the Coffee Can Forge was just an experiment to see if we could take the Soup Can Forge up to another level. I like to take my little portable knife shop out and make stuff out in the woods, and you know, make knives when I'm camping and stuff like that. And I wanted to have the ability to weld Damascus or do hammer welds, do samurai, anything like that in the field. And so this was my solution. So all the Coffee Can Forges has a fire brick on for the base. It's 50/50 plaster of Paris sand, and then I coated the whole entire inside of it with Satanite. Last time I welded samurai in it, you can see I got flux spilled all over the floor. I should have put a piece of steel in there. It will eventually eat through the fire brick. Flux is really bad for a forge. So if you do make a forge and you want it to last a long time, I recommend putting a piece of sacrificial steel that the flux can fall onto and either run out of the mouth of the forge, or you can pull out when you're done doing whatever it is you're doing. So those are really simple, easy to make, cheap to make. My total investment for the Coffee Can Forge was $4. And it was just because I had to buy one pipe fitting. One or two maybe. So next I'm going to show you my little micro rail burner. So these are the burners that I use for my forges. This is the micro rail burner. It's really simple. It's just a variant of a run rail design for a burner. Basically, I just made it from an old torch to control the gas flow, and it has a 1/8 inch piece of pipe with a MIG tip tapped into the end to provide basically the gas nozzle. It's like I said, really simple, really Mickey Mouse, but it works really good. Without forced air, I can forge all day with it. It works great for forging. If I need to weld, I can add a little bit of forced air. And the fan that I use on it is this guy. And it's just an old squirrel cage that I found and rigged up with a variable speed switch, which is pretty cool. So, like I said, the little micro burner, it works great, and I can even do forge welding with it and everything. I use a pretty large torch in my coffee can burner, and it does just fine. We can forge and heat treat knives all day. So next I'll show you some videos of these guys in action. Thanks. So this is my big forge, and it's actually got a large rail burner on it, and it gets hot enough to weld. You can do all of that. I have to add forced air to this end to weld, but if it just comes down to forging or anything like that, I can actually forge swords in it. You name it. It's made from a propane tank. It's basically lined with KO wool, and then it's got a fire brick. It's got a fire brick bottom, and the whole thing is coated with Satanite. I haven't used bubble alumina yet, but I hear that it works pretty awesome too. So that's my big forge, and this is my large rail burner, and it's built the same way that the micro burner's built. This forge was originally set up for 2 burners, but we've never had to forge weld anything that big yet. So there's that.
Nothing